A few days ago I decided to learn how to use jumping stilts, because in theory these things should allow you to run really fast, jump extremely high and being taller. So in the past week I put my bones on the line trying to master jumping stilts, and then I ran a comparison test at the end, all to answer two questions. Do these things really work, and how hard is it to use them? As soon as I've got the box I started the unboxing, and literally the first thing I found was knee pads. That's not a good sign. I've been wanting to try this for as long as I can remember, but there is only one tiny problem. Jumping stilts can be pretty lethal. You can hurt yourself in so many creative ways. But anyways, these things are amazing. Moreover, I kept watching videos of people doing flips and crazy stunts, so I'm super pumped. Next, I had to figure out how to mount these things, and luckily, it's actually pretty intuitive. Nice. You mount the knee pads, adjust the length of this piece so it wraps around them, fasten the straps, and boom, you're ready. Kind of. How do I even stand up from here? I had no idea how to stand up from the ground, so I basically crawled to the first chair available. What do I do now? I was ready to become a superhuman. I'm good. Standing still on these things is hard, but thanks to my friend Walt, I finally managed to do it. Oh my god, I'm super tall. I'm 5'9". This must be how people at 6 feet feel. And here is where the fun part begins. For you, not that fun for me. The first step consists in being able to step. The plan was to start slowly, but then I went for it, and actually it didn't go that bad. Oh my god, I'm actually doing it! I wasn't expecting it to do it. This is great! I felt scared and extremely powerful at the same time. Look at me. I'm super fast. I'm already running. Yes! I'm like a superhuman robot. A scared superhuman robot who can't even walk. But I have potential. At this point, I had to let go of the things that were keeping me up. So to build my confidence, I grabbed every protection I could find inside my house. And for the first time, I started to walk outside my house, on the asphalt. The movement was still pretty mechanic, but I was already really happy. These things are fun. Oh my god! I can't wait to start jumping on these things. We're making progress. The biggest problem is making sure to keep the feet straight, avoiding to make the stilts touch against each other, because if that happens, that's bad. I'm something like 7 feet tall on this, so if you fall hard. The second problem is obviously keeping the balance. Sometimes it felt like I was about to fall on my back, but with a bit of practice, I improved a lot. Even if they are extremely small, these fit to do the job. Look how tall I am compared to this car. That's insane. And after going around for a while, after about 2 hours, I felt really confident and my movement got much more fluid. And so I decided to move to the next step. Before trying crazy jumps and stuff like that, I wanted to run. Jumping stilts, in theory, allow you to run faster than you normally could. And I wasn't really sure about it, but I wanted to find out. Running is a completely different story compared to walking, because now I needed to learn how to bounce. The power of jumping stilts comes from these fiberglass leaf springs, because they create a bouncing effect when you step on them. And so, really slowly, I started bouncing on one foot and then the other. This is extremely uncomfortable. I kept trying bouncing just a little bit, and then I tried to increase the push on each foot. And by doing so, the springs finally started to bend and bounce back, allowing me to jump higher and forward. Running on this, it's not normal. You basically need to bounce with really long steps. Alright, before running full speed bolt style, I need to get comfortable jogging. And I would say it's actually quite easy. Scary as hell, but quite easy. I only had to face a massive problem. How do I stop? Turns out that if you ever want to stop, you simply need to perform something called jump stop. Basically transforming the jog into a jump with both feet. And once you know this, it's pretty easy. Still scary though. And after bouncing like a kangaroo for 20 minutes, I decided to go for it. By pushing down more on the feet, you can make the stilts jump even higher, increasing the distance between steps, and so running faster. Running on these things basically consists in making one foot jump after the other. I really don't know if I was actually running faster than without them. We'll find out later. For sure, I felt extremely fast, and I was honestly having the time of my life. Let's go! And after a few minutes, I literally felt like a full-grown superhuman cyborg. Something like that. So I decided to move to the next step. I mean jump. So after you learned to walk and run comfortably, you can now try the best thing you can do on stilts, jumping. And the theory, it's pretty simple. To jump, you need to load the springs and wait for them to bounce back up. So to build up confidence, I started jumping with one single foot. It's kinda scary and incredibly unstable, but you know what they say? You need to trust your mechanic legs. I don't know what that means. I also want to point out that I usually experience some sort of injury while doing these videos, but surprisingly, not this one. I haven't even fallen until this happened. And now I had to face another problem before doing the crazy jumps: learning to stand up from the ground. I tried in many different ways and I could do absolutely nothing. I promise you, this is way harder than it looks. And so, as usual, when I can't do something, I watch the tutorial. The technique consists in bringing one leg in front of you and stay on the knee of your back leg. Then by using one single motion, you need to get back up. And it's insanely hard to do. But in the end I got it and I was ready to start jumping again. After you get kinda confident jumping with one leg, you can finally start jumping with two. This is scary.
Oh my god!
And it felt like I was about to kiss the ground at any moment. But luckily, after a while I got the feel for it, and this started to get insanely fun. Also, even if I wasn't expecting it, it really felt like I was jumping higher on this.
It's kinda like jumping on a trampoline, but on the ground, and it's so cool.
And since apparently I didn't have enough, I wanted to try a few creative jumps before doing the final test, comparing running speed and jumping height, feet against stilts. And the very first jump is the 360.
I have a hard time doing this, even with my feet, so it will be interesting.
So I started jumping as high as I could. And to turn 360, in theory, you simply need to shift your weight to the right or to the left and close your arms to rotate faster. This movement looks easy, but it's honestly quite scary when you're on the stilts.
It's so scary.
In the beginning I was kinda blocked, but then I decided to risk it all, jumping as high as I could and rotating faster. The only problem was that my stilts weren't allowing me to jump as high as expected, even trying really hard.
These things are incredibly stiff.
So when I managed to do a sketchy 360, I took it.
Yeah, this was good.
Having said that, I also tried different types of jumps, and slowly I started building confidence and getting creative, even if it was still extremely scary.
And now it was finally time to find out if you can actually run faster and jump higher with jumping stilts compared to feet. Let's do it.
The first test consists in running 20 meters with both feet and stilts. I've tried 3 times, pushing or jumping as fast as I could, and all 3 races gave the same exact result. And surprisingly, on feet, I'm way faster than with stilts. Then I tried a jumping test, measuring the elevation of my feet compared to the original position. And this time, stilts allowed me to jump higher than normal. It's kinda like having a trampoline under your feet.
Maybe these things don't allow you to jump really fast, or what did I just say? Maybe you can't become a superhuman with this, but they're fun, for real. And most importantly, let me know if you want to see me backflip on this. Subscribe and click the bell for more skills and content like this.
I'll see you next week with a new skill.